Alright, let's get on into match 4. So far we've won 2-0 against Borosborn, lost 0-2 against the blue-white Insol deck, and won 2-0 against Is It Phoenix. And we're playing this monstrosity of a deck, which is trying to emulate in Pioneer what Lantern Control did to those poor souls in Modern a few years ago. This time with Gear per Ether Grid and an even more grindy, less technically absolute control combo to win the game, but still pretty demoralizing to play against and lose. Where we flood the board with artifacts, we can remove things and deal damage to our opponent with it, or their planeswalkers, whichever one is more important. With Gear per Ether Grid, we have a million needle effects for different planeswalkers or lands that they have or whatever else. And we have Crucible of Worlds and Inventor's Fair, which is like my favorite combination of two cards ever in Magic, because Inventor's Fair can get Crucible of Worlds and then you can just tutor out all the artifacts over the course of the rest of the game. We also get to play Mastermind's Acquisition, which is another one of my favorite cards, just because it was one of the first wish effects that came into recent play. Now there's a bunch of them, but I think this might have been, because there was a Glimmering Wish, this might have been the first one that gets anything that was printed into Modern, at least that I know of. I'd be interested to know that, but I'm pretty sure that's actually the case. And then there's just a smorgasbord of possible tutor targets if you do draw your wish in game 1, or just like weird things to side in games 2 and 3. Kyranos is really fun to play with. Nobody really plays with him anymore, but it's a very powerful card. Really good card advantage and a really good way to remove things repeatedly or to put a clock on your opponent, especially since it's indestructible. Let's see if our opponent wants to join the game. Maybe not. We'll see. Our opponent did not want to join the game, so we'll stay over here. So far, one of the cards that's really impressed me with this deck is Battle at the Bridge. They're pretty much what won us the game against the Burn deck. It's possible that it should have 3 in the main deck, but I don't really know. I'd be interested to see how other people update or change this deck, especially if we get another artifact set soon. We lost the die roll, that's unfortunate. That's not necessarily the end of the world. This hand seems okay. It's got Inventor's Fair, enough artifacts to turn it on to start gaining life and tutor later, and we have 2 of our colors fixed for us. Let's keep. We have a removal spell, 2 life gain per turn, a Pithing Needle, and a Thoughtseize, so that's good. Opponent plays Island Go. Okay, now we have all our colors. Let's just start with Concealed Courtyard, Fountain of Renewal. Our opponent's not playing a companion, which makes me think that this probably isn't a blue-white control deck. This could be Phoenix, it could be blue-black control maybe? Maybe it is blue-white. Is it Spirits? It's Spirits, it looks like. Or at least it's been a very long time since I've seen a deck that plays this that is not Spirits. Let's see. Let's play Pacification Array, Inventor's Fair, we could Pithing Needle. What could we Pithing Needle that's spicy? Spectral Sailor, probably? We can get rid of that pretty easy, though. Let's just play Codex Shredder. We have almost enough mana that we'll be able to activate Inventor's Fair and get Crucible of Worlds, and then play Thoughtseize into Crucible of Worlds and play Inventor's Fair the turn after that. Shacklegeist, that doesn't do anything. Well, it's a body, but it doesn't do anything other than that at least. Selfless Spirit, that's fine. Maybe Selfless Spirit is what we needle. Just because it's like moderately annoying. Let's mill them one, see if we get any information. It's just a land. But they were stuck on land, so it's kind of fortunate that we milled them there. Let's just play a tapped Blood Crypt and pass. We can tap down one of these creatures, take 4, gain 2, so we're essentially taking 2 unless they play a Lord here. And I want to leave Thoughtseize in my hand so I can double spell whenever I get a mass removal spell or similar. I keep not activating Pacification Ray, I'm so bad at this game. Oh my god. Mill a card, since they didn't play land again. Got another land, beautiful. Gain 2. Let's play Fountain of Renewal. Okay, so now we're gaining 3. And if I remember to use Pacification Array, that should be good. But who knows? The cards are a lot worse when I don't remember how to play them, I will say. Let's tap down Watcher of Spears. It doesn't get affected by Lords, but because as the trigger where it gets +1/+1 whenever a creature with flying enters, it essentially does anyway. We take 6, and then we gain 3. Milled Empyrean Eagle, that's pretty good. Glass Casket, okay. So let's go Thoughtseize you. See if we can get a Spell Queller or similar out of your hand. Supreme Phantom, okay. They don't have blue mana anymore. Spell Queller, Shacklegeist, and Coco. Let's get rid of Spell Queller. Let's go ahead and Glass Casket the Supreme Phantom away, since it adds so much power to the board. And we're taking a lot, but we have an opportunity to draw like a Bantu's Last Reckoning and win still. So we're naming Selfless Spirit. Let's see what happens. Okay, they can use Coco now, so that could just kill us if they get a Lord. We ran really light on drawing removal this game. I think that's pretty much what killed us. Like, against all these 2/2s and 2/1s, if we had a Gearfree Aether Grid come down early, we would have just won. So we would be taking 8, but Watcher triggers twice, gets 2 +1/+1s, and we die. So we would have actually gotten to untap, and so it's possible that my misplay of not using Pacification Array cost us this game. Let's see what we would have drawn, because we would have gotten at least one more draw step. Draw. Spire of Industry wouldn't have mattered. Okay. That's fine. Against spirits, we bring in Battle at the Bridge, Herald of Anguish, Grafdigger's Cage, Fountain of Renewal, Keranos? Maybe Padim, maybe Assassin's Trophy, let's see. We get rid of... Orbs of Warding doesn't really do much. Scrabbling Claws, Soul Guide Lantern don't do much. Cage is good. Needle is okay. Let's cut a Sorceress Spyglass. Cut a Collective Brutality. Since it only gets things with butts of 2. And it can't get Spell Quellers out of their hand, so it's not actually that good. I think that's fine. Keranos mostly we're bringing in just because it is 1 more mana than Spell Queller can get, and it can deal 3 repeatedly, which happens to be the magic number that we like to do against spirits mostly. No lands in here, no keep. Oh, this is fine, I guess. We'll keep, get rid of a Field of Ruin. So we have plenty of mana fixing. We need a blue land, or more accurately one of our rainbow lands for Keranos to come down, but we're on the play, so if we draw a couple lands we might be able to get it early enough that it still matters. But we do need to draw some action here still. Ugh. Portable Hole. That's sad. Let's go ahead and Needle Selfless Spirit. Becomes a 3/4. Okay. So I'll want to needle this eventually, it looks like. Supreme Phantom, that's fine. Yep, yep. Prophetic Prism. Draw Fountain, play the Fountain. So that's our blue for Keranos. And they don't have an insanely fast clock on us yet, so we'll see how things go. Especially now that we're gaining a little bit of life now too. Skyclave Apparition gets Fountain of Renewal. Okay. They're really scared of our Fountain of Renewals for some reason. Even though it doesn't change the math all that much, really. Prophetic Prism, draw a card. Need to draw a land here or next turn. Concealed Courtyard's good, that works. I didn't even think about this, but Skyclave Apparition also can't get Keranos, so I don't know if they have a way to actually remove it. So it might just be a card advantage engine that we get down pretty soon. I think they're leaving up Spell Queller mana. But it won't matter. Black, white, black, colorless, red, blue. Yep. And let's see if we can go ham with this Keranos. They don't have green yet for Coco, so that's good, because we don't have our Grafdigger's Cages yet anyway. So whenever we draw the first time on our turn, we reveal the card that we draw. If we reveal a land card, we get a redraw, and if we reveal a non-land card, we get a free Lightning Bolt. I'm pretty sure that our opponent just paused to read Keranos is what that was. Okay, they have green now. We have a removal spell in our hand, and we have either a redraw or a bolt from Keranos this coming turn. They can't Spell Queller or Battle at the Bridge. We bolt. They can't Spell Queller or Battle at the Bridge. We bolt. They can't Spell Queller or Battle at the Bridge. We bolt. They can't Spell Queller or Battle at the Bridge. We bolt. They can't Spell Queller or Battle at the Bridge. We bolt. Supreme Phantom. They're tapping for Coco. They have to get a Lord to save it, and then we can play... If they get one Lord, we can play Grafdigger's Cage and... Well, if they get any amount of Lords, we can play Grafdigger's Cage and shoot it down, actually, now that I think about it. Or we can play Battle at the Bridge to shoot it down. They got one Lord. That's acceptable. Yep. 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 So let's see, we can go... One... I think we need to gain life to not die. So I think we battle at the bridge away Empyrean Eagle and then Supreme Phantom dies anyway. Oh my god, I'm a moron. No, I won't do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my god, I just died because of that. Alright, so we play Ether Grid and then we're sad. Because I lost to an easy thing to play around, I just didn't think of Mausoleum Wonder. Jesus. Very sad. Very, very sad. Alright, we take 1,000,000 and die. There's a decent chance we wouldn't have won that game anyway, but we would have at least survived another turn, I think. We would have gotten a redraw. Okay, we might not have actually survived because we would have drawn 2 lands in a row there. Alright, let's get into match 5 next.